Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Ophiuchus, thanks for all your patience. Let's jump on into a storytelling where all week we're going to use animal backdrop. So, I want to go ahead and go with kind of the more animal aspect. So, I'm going to ask the question right now. What's going on with them? What are they hungry for? And when I say they, I mean not Ophiuchus, but rather someone on the periphery of the Ophiuchus life or someone Ophiuchus is dealing with. So let's go ahead and take a look, and then later on this week we'll take a look at it from a different perspective. From what's the subconscious hunger that is driving a fucus? Okay, but this one is about them. So whoever the fictional them may be, right? So we have the Fool, we have the King of Cups. So what a character right now seems to be hungry for is to take a giant leap of faith in expressing their emotions. This is somebody who's got a lot of pent up emotions. They have a lot of love. They're coming across as a king. They're coming across as somebody brave, as somebody strong, as somebody powerful. It's interesting because then we have this Four of Pentacles. They want to say all the things that they haven't said before, all the things that they held back, held on to. Is this a secret admirer? Oh, wow. This card has been popular, by the way. It keeps popping out in other zodiacs also with this Page of Pentacles, and this is actually a really slow moving, truly like snail mail because it's a mail truck. This is starting to look like we've got a character who has so much desire to say all the things that maybe they have texted out a billion times and deleted, all the things that maybe they thought about sending in an actual letter or an email and didn't. There's a lot of pent up things. I feel like this person's been rehearsing also, though. They've been rehearsing what they want to say, how they want to say it, trying to figure out the best way to convey their emotions. Four of Wands, Nine of Wands. This has actually been a drain on this person. There's so much that they want to say, there's so much that they would like to express, and it's gotten to the point where it's like, I feel like part of them is like they're bursting at the seams. They're ready to just go ahead and lay it all out there because carrying this has become exhausting. We can see that this rhinoceros, their little horns are on fire like little volcanoes, and it's just like, it's more stress than it's worth to hold this inside anymore. I just need to know if Ophiuchus says, great, thanks for saying you love me, I don't really care. I don't care. Just tell me, Ophiuchus, just give me a response, because holding this information inside of me, holding my emotions inside me are getting to be overwhelming. So I feel like this character is just hungry to just get it off their chest, because they're kind of at that point where it's like, this has been moving at a turtle's pace. Obviously, we have snails and turtles in this. So they have held on to this for way too long, waiting for the right time, always waiting for the perfect alignment. And I think they're finally, I mean, this could be like they're going to suddenly on a, whatever, a Tuesday afternoon at, 3:15, just blurt it out. And it's like, wow, this isn't during some romantic, moment. This isn't all pre-thought out. They've done all the pre-thinking out, and they still haven't been able to say what they meant. So finally, I think it's going to kind of be blurted out, because I think that this is becoming too much of a burden for them to carry around these emotions without just saying it. So we've got a character who's hungry to just get it off their chest. Tell me just a little bit, what is it that they want out of this? If they want to say something to Ophiuchus, what is it that they want out of this? Okay, so first off, liberation, that makes sense to me. This is reconciliation, though, because this is the Judgment card. But it's like, let me try to reconcile with Ophiuchus, or just have Ophiuchus tell me it'll never happen, and then finally I can be free of this one way or the other. I just have to know. We've got Action of Wands in the reverse. They are not trying to be like a one-hit wonder or a hit-and-run lover. They're not at all wanting to come in for just a short little, splash of passion. This is somebody who wants something way more serious, because we got the Eight of Coins. They're ready to build. They're ready to, and also mend something. This person wants to actually find what's been lost. I'm thinking like, button, where's the button? That hide the button game. but I feel like they want to mend whatever was lost between themselves and Ophiuchus. I feel like it's been a long time that they should have, long time ago, that they should have tried to mend things already. Six of Swords. What they really want is to move into calmer waters. Three of Coins, to reconnect. And with the Magician here, it's not just reconnect and let's be friends, let's be palsies, let's be colleagues or co-workers or business partners. It's let's manifest everything that we ever dreamed of. I feel like there were unrealized dreams, like plans that they had with Ophiuchus a long time ago that never came to fruition. And it's like, let's go back to all those hopes, wishes, and dreams. Let's still make that be possible. Can we please still make that become a reality? All the things we ever said to each other, all the things we ever talked about, those are still like etched in this person's heart, is what it comes across as. This is a character who, that's what they're hungry for. It's kind of a shame that they didn't step forward sooner. Why did they not step forward sooner? Three of Cups. Let me get one more before I say anything, because that could go different directions. But right now it looks like they were busy with some other situation. Four of Pentacles. They were definitely holding back because either Ophiuchus was with somebody else, or for a while they were out dating, or Ophiuchus was out dating. Whatever this was, the offer to Ophiuchus was withheld because of other individuals. Now that doesn't have to be out dating, it doesn't have to be third party stuff, but it could represent that. But it's like, this is a character who they held back because they weren't, I don't know, there was other interference. Let's leave it at that. Got a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles. This could be, the interference could have come from two different queens. This could have been family members. Those could have been exes. Those could have been new romantic interests. They could have been boss. It could have been, it doesn't have to be feminines either, but we do see interference from at least two other angles. Someone they owed money to, someone they were collaborating with at an intellectual level. But they held back from reconnecting with Ophiuchus. What I care about right now is, what's the message for Ophiuchus in all of this, right? Because right now I'm not really looking at them in a very nice light, because it kind of looks like they wanted all of this, but they let so much other interference get in the way. The message for Ophiuchus is, darling, be the empress that you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. The universe says to Ophiuchus, be the empress that you are. You deserve true success and you deserve the best. That means not settling for less than. Now, what does that mean? Is this person less than? We're not saying that. We're just saying that an empress is never going to step down from her throne in order to match with someone at a lower vibration. They're going to go ahead and continuously, like they might just say, oh, thank you, that's very nice of you that now you want to come forward with this offer and you want to like manifest everything that we ever dreamt of before. But you have to realize, I already created those dreams. I made those dreams a reality without you. I'm an empress who runs my empire. I have a ton of success. If you're coming in to try to build success with me, just know I already have success and I got it without you. You're not a part of you'd be stepping into my successful world unless they're coming in as an emperor who matches the empress. So it kind of looks like, let me just simplify this and say that the universe's big message. Hi, beautiful BB. Thanks for being here. It's like the universe first says, know that there is nothing that Ophiuchus is lacking. Ophiuchus has everything that they need. They have their dignity, their power, they have their success, they're well respected. There is literally nothing that they want for or lack for. So whatever decision they make about this person who seems very hungry to try to reconnect with them, Ophiuchus is already a completely, like, we talk about those self-contained like cities and things where it's like, or islands. That's a great example. Like there's some Greek islands that are so self-contained. Crete is a great example of that, where it's like they're big enough that they can do all their own farming. They don't have to rely on mainland, trade or anything. They basically have enough land to grow everything that they need to sustain themselves. That's what Ophiuchus is. They are a completely self-sustaining environment. There's nothing that this person could bring to the table that they need. Now, that changes everything, and it says, then are they bringing something that complements? Are they bringing something equally as valuable as what Ophiuchus already is? Because if they're not, then basically they would be the ones that are kind of coming in because they want something that Ophiuchus has. If they're seeing Ophiuchus as a Two of Cups, I just did a Gemini story, and different, kind of different, but kind of the same a little bit. It reminds me of that. If they're looking at Ophiuchus as their Two of Cups, the person they always have wanted to be with, we got a Princess of Swords, we got the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Sun. They've been watching and waiting for a very long time, and this would suggest that the Wheel of Fortune, actually, it's been time for a while. They've wasted some time, but this person seems to be someone who maybe they procrastinate, maybe they have to put every duck in a row and then dust the ducks and then reorganize the ducks and make sure that it's all done with precision. We kind of have already seen that. Like, this is somebody who's taken a long time to come forward, but it does look like they're certain about one thing, which is Ophiuchus is the only one for me. Ophiuchus is the person that I've always had a plan to come toward, and it finally, at long last, it's time, even though secretly it kind of looks like it was time a long time ago. But it wasn't time for them yet because they weren't in that head or heart space yet. They didn't think that they were ready, or they couldn't feel prepared. At this point, everything feels like it aligns for them. They feel like they're coming in to offer something of equal value. And that might have been what the real holdup was, is that they had things that they had to complete in order to feel like they had enough to offer. At this point, they're coming in with a huge offer. That's what they're hungry to do, because this is important to them. They know who Ophiuchus is for sure. We didn't see them show up as an emperor per se, but that Sun card is almost as good as that, because it's a divine masculine energy. It is the epitome of the masculine energy, the energy of the sun, whereas the moon is the energy of the feminine, and an emperor would be a divine masculine. Now, again, I don't read for genders, but when we talk about complementary energy that's equally as powerful, the sun to an empress is pretty solid. It appears that they are genuinely trying to come forth with an offer that is worthy of Ophiuchus. But of course, it doesn't have to be that Ophiuchus says yes. And even if they are bringing forth an amazing offer, the bottom line is there's lots of emperors on this planet. Yes, an emperor is special, but so is an empress. And just because someone wants to get with an empress, and even if they're worthy of that connection and they're in the same vibration, still doesn't mean that the empress has to say yes just because, oh, you are a match, a vibrational match. Yes, but do I want this? Or would I match with some other emperor? So the option is always still there for Ophiuchus to make their own choice. And I think that's kind of what the message was at the beginning, when I said, what is the big message for them? And it was, remember, you're the empress, and you're already successful. So operating from a place where there's no lack, there's no like, oh, but if I don't say yes to them, will I find another emperor? The only thing Ophiuchus has to do is decide, do I want this? Is this what I see in my future? And she was even holding a crystal ball in that Empress card. So it really boils down to, this may or may not be the right emperor for them. Even though they're coming in very solid, it's up to whether or not this Ophiuchus wants this particular character. But they do seem to be coming in a good vibe. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that one there. Thank you so much for being here. Dee Dee, thank you, honey. Thank you so much for popping by. Ms. Hermit, always great to see you, sweetie. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you in the next one. Expect another one this week for sure, Ophiuchus. Thank you guys, and thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you do enjoy the channel. Bye for now.